the Speight's Brewery. We're proudly Dunedin. We brew beer here for the whole of the South Island keg market, the Speight's and brands like Stein Lager. For the Speight's Brewery itself, the concentrated wort or malt extract is extremely important. Half of our volumes for either the food or beverage industries. Black Rock is our flagship lion brand for the home brew market. We produce exactly what you would do if you're in a commercial brewery. All we do is basically take the water out, concentrate the wort, and then deliver it in that format to the customer at home.
Concentrated wort is a concentrated form of what we'd brew all our mainstream brands and craft brands here at Speight's, because ultimately the hard work's been done in the plant here. And we've got the finest of German technology making the wort, and that's the key part, that's the hardest part of it. Beyond that, and then goes through an evaporation process where 80% of the water is taken out, and it's through a gentle evaporation process under vacuum, and that produces the concentrated form of wort. So to get that back into the realms of brewing, it's just a matter of adding water back into it, simple as that.
Whether you're starting out or you've been brewing for a while, you don't need to worry too much with a Black Rock kit. You know that what's in the can is good quality. You don't have to worry about all the things that a master brewer would have to worry about. All grain brewing can seem very complicated. I have done that in the past, and I have had some success with all grain brewing. Although for me, not wanting to spend 6 hours on a Saturday going through a whole mashing process, boiling process, chilling process, it's much easier for me to use a base from Black Rock and dry hop and get the flavours that I want, and I can still make just as good a beer at home from a Black Rock kit as what I used to make with all grain. In our Black Rock kits, these 2 cans for example might make a pale ale, but you can make an Indian pale ale, you can make an American pale ale, a New Zealand pale ale, an Australian pale ale, just by playing with flavours and adding hops. Put your own positive spin on the beer. You can make brewing with Black Rock as easy or as complicated as you like. You can brew this in a plastic fermenter. As you evolve as a brewer, you can start adding to your kit. You might want to make small tweaks to your beer, small tweaks to your flavour, to your quality, and that's where you can step it up by buying all sorts of different stainless steel fermenters. You can buy conical fermenters to make your beer better.
Most people would probably like to do it with all grain, but once they try the malted kits, generally they're quite surprised. So because the craft beer market's such a strong market, the kits are going that way as well, and the people are demanding variety and better taste from their beers. So I've sort of got a bit of a sort of favouring for the Black Rock kits because I know it's fresh and I know it's made in Dunedin.
Starts with the customer and customer expectations, any fine-tuning that's required. That's ultimately myself and the brewing team. We source the finest ingredients mainly from around New Zealand. A lot of our malt comes from the South Canterbury area. Hops come from New Zealand hops and Nelson, so we're very close to all our sources, and the biggest ingredient is water, and we're sitting right on top of it here at Speight's Brewery, formulating those finest ingredients into wort and putting recipes out there for our brewers to use and to make the brews consistent every time. That's the important thing.
As the craft beer market has grown considerably, people know now what is in beer, and they want to have a go at making high quality product for themselves. And we've got a team here that's really passionate about taking Black Rock to the next level. So constantly looking at those recipes, testing at the pilot plant level, in the same conditions that a good home brewer would do at home. So making sure that what we're coming out with is really true to type and top quality. Taking the home brewer along the journey to becoming an accomplished brewer and getting those top results every time that they do it.